10 cards in the mail, and you get your requested deck profile and send them on to your Patreon. So without further ado, let's get straight on into this. So first off, we're playing 2 copies of Ancient Gear Dark Golem. This card is basically 2 copies of Ancient Gear Golem, but with absolutely broken search effects. This card's name becomes Ancient Gear Golem while on the field or the graveyard. And if this card is no more special summon, you get to add up to 2 cards that are Ancient Gear cards and or Gear Town from your deck to your hand, except another copy of this card, and then discard a card, which is an insane ability to instantly get a search 2 of just summoning this card to your side of the field. It also has a really cool ability that if this card attacks, your opponent cannot activate spell or trap cards until the end of the damage step, which is a great ability that you know when you swing in, it's going to be safe. You then play a single copy of Ancient Gear Golem. This card is an awesome classic boss monster, and you just need this card as a 1-of now in the build, and it's just really good in the build overall to be able to summon out to your side of the field with a bunch of cool abilities. It does say you cannot special summon this card. There's a lot of cards in this deck that ignore the summoning conditions, so you can get this card out on your side of the field, which is really nice, but it's an awesome combo piece to help you go in for fusion plays. We then played 3 copies of Ancient Gear Wyvern. Wyvern is definitely a 3 out of the build because this card is basically like the Stratos for the deck. And if this card is normal or special summoned, you get to add an Ancient Gear card from your deck to your hand, instantly giving you the exact card you need from your deck to your hand so you can go in for combos and OTK. We then played 3 copies of Ancient Gear Tanker. Tanker is definitely a 3-up in the build. This card has a great effect that if this card is no more special summoned, you can special summon an Ancient Gear monster from your hand, except another copy of this card, ignoring its summoning conditions. Or, if your opponent controls the monster, you can special summon it from your graveyard instead, which is a great effect to instantly get an additional Ancient Gear monster out on your side of the field. This card also has a great effect that lets you target a basic card that you control and destroy it. Also, for the rest of the turn, all monsters you control that are Ancient Gear Golem or mention it gain 600 attack, which is a great effect to be able to pop a card on the field, like your copy of Gear Town or Fortress to get a special summon, while also giving you a boost of 600 attack points so you can swing in for game. We then played 3 copies of Ancient Gear Frame. Ancient Gear Frame is definitely a 3-0 build. I really like this card in playtesting at 3. Because it has the ability you can discard a card to add an Ancient Gear Golem or a spell or trap card that specifically lists Ancient Gear Golem from in its text your deck to your hand. Great effect to instantly get the exact card that you need. I do feel like this card is a great 3-up. I did consider playing it at 2 because you do have to discard a card, unlike cards like Wyvern, which is just pretty good to be able to do in the deck. To be able to discard a card and then add the exact card that you need, but discarding a card is a little bit bad, but it can help you set up the graveyard in some times with this card. We then played 2 copies of Ancient Gear Commander. Commander is a great 2-up in the deck. This card helps out so much. It lets you send an Ancient Gear Golem from your hand deck or face up the monster zone to the graveyard to immediately expect results, normal summon an Ancient Gear monster. And if you normal or special summon an Ancient Gear Golem, you actually get to special summon an Ancient Gear Golem from your hand or grave, ignoring its summoning conditions, which is an insane effect to get you 2 Ancient Gear Golems on your side of the field,